Hello everyone, and welcome to your Sunday Aussie D&D session in Mammoth Tales. We are a little bit late. We have a new setup. We have new things around the room. Our resident player, Hayton, may have destroyed a few things here. We've fixed it all up. It's good to go. We don't have a photo of the broken TV, but it's very hilarious. Thank you very much for waiting. We are running our final little push to get through the coins that Jordan is now holding. Jordan, you want to take that one away?
Yeah, these are, as we've been saying every week, these are our crits and fails tokens from campaign coins. We have a set of 5 of them to give away. We're going to be rolling a D10 for our first 10 subscribers live on stream, and whoever gets them will get them sent out to you. These are really, really awesome. We use them for our inspiration tokens here at Mammoth Tales, and the campaign coin stuff is all really, really well made, and they feel really good to use and really good to hold. Treasure worthy of your greatest adventures, TM. And so we're looking for two more
unique subscribers. If you've already subscribed, you're already in. Do not worry about that. Yep. But 2 more unique subscribers,
and then we can give them away. So looking forward to doing that.
Hooray!
Mm-hmm. We want to give them away.
Give them away.
Give them away.
We're also missing an Anhui. Emily is a little bit sick. We wish her all the best. I'm sure she will be fine.
She'll be in chat.
And back to annoying us. Well, she'll be annoying chat today, not annoying us. Haha, she can't talk to us anymore.
We love you.
And Abby has a direct connection, so any choices she likes to make will be being made in real time.
Great.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's get into it.
That's the future.
So, finally got out of South Stage. Finally got on the road. There's been a lot happening. You guys have duped a few of the higher members of Lixium into thinking that maybe you were going to get on a ship, maybe you were going to go over the sea. Before you decided, well, that's probably an amazing thing for them to think we're doing, so we might head south. And after buying a new horse as a replacement for the horse that may have been purloined, not quite legally, you have hitched him up to a wagon, chucked your stuff in the back. The sun's out pretty decently. Bit of mist on the horizon here and there, but not too bad. A bit of a storm rolling in actually over the bay. It doesn't look too heavy, but it's definitely there. And by the time you have all met at the gate, saying goodbye to old friends and new friends, you have pushed off from South Sage at around, I believe it was around 1 to 2 p.m. Mm-hmm. There's a lot to do in town, and you have a bit of a hike down to South Peak. Generally, knowing South Peak, it is a decent day's journey, but you find yourself with an open road ahead of you, knowledge that if you were to continue to South Peak, you may be walking in the dark for a fair bit of time. Otherwise, you may, of course, choose to set up camp at some point as the sun goes down, but that is not the time yet. It is about 2 p.m. You are walking. I'm imagining Nix is doing some circles and having a look around above the cart. What would you like to do?
So it's dark now?
No, it's still the afternoon. It's still when you left.
We keep trugging along.
So we haven't been travelling for long at this point, have we?
No. You've just left.
We've just left. We had those conversations.
Get as far as we can.
Get as far as you can, and you're walking at a steady pace with the one horse on the cart.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're not going to be trying to use stealth. There are a few people around. It's not too busy. Everyone's sort of returning to their lodgings. There haven't been a lot of travellers through because they've known that the place was blockaded, and the Kenku have definitely made sure to ward away any adventuring types, usual trade. It's mainly people returning to either their abodes or returning to working on the surrounding area, or even just investigating the Kenku and their encampments around South Stage.
Is there anyone walking with like a substantial amount of sort of trade goods or something that look like they might be walking up from South Peak to South Stage?
No, not yet. They haven't made it that far yet.
What kind of race or like beasts are we like? What kind of people are walking in this particular area? All sorts.
Yeah, so you see a lot of different races working. There's a lot of Aasimar, obviously part of the original guard, and you see various humans, a couple of dwarves moving around as well, who look like they were either working in South Sage, or were held up there essentially against their will. But not too much of any one population other than the Aasimar guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we walk, I try to keep an eye out on just if there's anyone around who's taking a bit too much notice, or even if we see, because I know that Crozag was coming down this way, so.
You did hear Crozag was heading south, yes.
Yeah.
And he appeared to say, I believe he said he was heading off almost instantly, but you don't know how far he's gone or if he's even left yet.
Yeah.
So.
So I keep an eye on that.
Yeah, I'm doing the same in my every now and then circles, just looking out particularly for Crozag, any of these watchtowers that we've been told about and seen. Yeah.
Okay.
How close are we walking to the coast too, by the way?
You're very close. The path follows down along the cliffs. You can feel the air barreling in. You know, it's a bit of a cooler air coming in from whatever precipitation is over the waters at the moment.
So
it's
the
still
ocean
pretty.
looks choppy?
It's picking up.
Yeah.
It's not storm-like, but it's picking up.
Yeah.
And you can feel a rumbling every now and again. You can't see lightning though, but you can feel a rumble. And as you continue, if you were to continue for another hour or so, you would feel a very heavy rumble. And it would be almost like lightning had struck quite close by. You feel like a tear and like a as it sort of pulls, that ripping sound that lightning makes.
Yeah.
And then and then like this echoing, you can see it bouncing back off of some of the mountains nearby. But you can't see any lightning.
Okay.
You just hear that sound, and that's odd. That's a little bit odd.
Yeah.
Anyone seen anything similar to this before?
Have we? No. No.
That weighted dice that I lent to you earlier, Nix. Do you think I might be able to get that back?
I'll roll you for it. No, I'm just kidding. I hand it back to you.
Maybe if we come up with some sort of a sign or something, so we can. I can always send you a message as I did the other day. But if you have some sort of sign to let me know that you have a need for the dice, I'm happy to share it between us.
I think that might be wise. Why don't we say... If we're in such a situation, and I light my cigar...
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
That would be a call for the need. Not every time I light my cigar, but
yes, in context.
You're an intelligent man. I think you'll understand when.
Maybe we should see how much ground we can make in the next few hours and then think about finding some shelter. What do you reckon?
It would be best. It's not good to be travelling at night.
How do you go in heavy rain?
Well, to be honest, I can't fly at the best of times, so a bit of rain would impede me fairly greatly, and I'd stick to walking.
Yeah, it's looking pretty grim.
If we can find some nice trees to camp on under, might be able to get a fire going and stay warm for the night.
Yeah. Keen.
As a jelly bean, you guys head along. Would you, as you were heading down the road, you start to see maybe they're not super well armored, they're not super well equipped, but you see what look like residents, what look like quite common folk. Every now and again, one, maybe two together, look like maybe a couple wandering up from the road from somewhere.
So they live around here?
You don't know, but they're not heavily packed, so they may have come from South Peak. And anyone who knows South Peak knows that it is generally a residential style area. There's not a lot of trade that goes through, but a lot of people live there.
What are their homes like in South Peak?
Have you been there before?
No.
You don't know?
Yep. I'd like to stop one of the travellers walking past.
Yep.
Okay.
You see a bit of a rugged-looking but very well-dressed wood elf male, and he's dressed in a sort of pretty standard travelling cloak, dressed light, not wearing any shoes. But something that would stand out to you is a necklace. He's wearing a gold necklace with a similar symbol that you've seen of a sun with a couple of cupped hands.
Very interesting. Excuse me, sir.
Oh, yes. What can I do for you?
I,
Sort of puts his pack down on the ground. He's been walking a bit.
my friends and I have been traveling for quite some time and passing through South Sage and South Sage itself. There's been a little bit of trouble with weather and with Kenku running around. I was just wondering how things are going in South Peak. We're looking for somewhere quiet to be staying.
Oh, well, if you're looking for quiet, of course. It's very quiet in South Peak.
Oh, good. So there haven't been any major events that have been tearing the town apart.
There have been some things, but we're protected. We're looked after by Bart. He's one of our locals. He's
So you're a local?
oh yes, lived in South Peak. Yes.
Your whole life?
No, darling.
Well,
Notes your odd appearance and continues because you've still got your wood elf. Yeah.
thank you so much for your help. We've been
Absolutely.
traveling for quite some time and we're looking forward to resting our heads.
Okay. Well, stay off the road. But I'm sure you'll be fine.
Thank you. That necklace you're wearing.
He kind of shifts his shoulders a bit. Forgot he was wearing it.
It's beautiful. I think I might have seen that symbol before.
You've met them.
Met.
The guild?
Ah, it's a guild signature. I see. Yes, we were getting along quite well with an incredible ASMR up in South Sage named Yanagar. I'm guessing that you know Yanagar if you're a part of this guild.
No. But Pepper said there was many of them. She's been lovely over the last week. South Peak has been besieged, water, Kenku. But she's helped out. Bart, on his own, obviously wasn't able to defend us all, but Pepper, wow, she's something else. And he sort of toys it a little bit. And she's been gifting these to anyone who might help her cause.
I see.
And we chose to help out, a few of us. And I'm proud to call myself part of the guild.
That's very good of you. And what is the guild?
I don't rightly know.
I see.
Just, they seem to be helping. And they seem to be... Celestine's always been in our lives. But I've never seen anyone worship them like her. Like they.
Yes, I see. It definitely seems like a symbol connected to Celestine in a powerful way.
Sort of looks at the rest of you. Okay.
Thank you very much for your help.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Stay safe.
You too.
Stay safe.
And do we get his name? No.
We always do this.
Oi!
As he walks past, friend, what was your name?
Karstad.
Karlstad.
How do you spell that?
What's your last name?
However
Place
you
of
damn
residence?
well feel like.
That's Karlstadt.
Carlstead.
keeps walking.
Travel safe.
Throws his hand up. And you continue on. Finding a spot. As the sun gets down, wind picks up a little bit. The mist is sort of rolling in a bit. You're not quite sure whether this is because you're further out of the city and closer towards some of the mountains, maybe, or whether it's being produced by the sea itself. But it's gotten a little bit colder than usual. If you were to continue on the path, would you either head off the path, maybe to find a camp not near the road, or would you stay on the road to stay nearer to anyone that might be able to? You might want to run into someone, or
I don't know. I'm thinking we'd go off the road.
I mean, we don't really want us to see that we're going this way, so
We don't want to stand out.
and it's safer off the road. We're not exactly the most camouflaged people.
Yes, I tend to agree. I think that'd be smart.
How many of you?
Anway agrees.
How many of you could fit in the back of that cart? Just the weather's not looking too flash.
If we were to sleep, Luke.
I'd be happy just putting out my bedroll up against a tree, but
knowing how big the cart is with one horse pulling it, I would say you could comfortably get. With two small ones.
2 half people.
Yeah, I reckon you could all get in there. You'd all be touching a little bit. You'd definitely have your spot.
With one on watch.
With one
Be
on,
a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, definitely easy enough.
I might put my bedroll on top of the cart and I'll stay outside.
Okay, on top of the cart. So in the bed of the cart, do you mean?
Like, does it have a roof? Is it enclosed?
No, it's an open cart.
Oh. I thought it was enclosed for some reason.
No.
I'd probably just lay around with the horse and Milo, to be honest.
Lay around with a horse and Milo. So
Yeah.
you want to take first watch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy to
let me
sleep
bring this up
outside.
first.
Anway has made a nest of books in her bedroll, and she's insulted my nest again.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. Hakel, you notice fog's pretty heavy.
Mm-hmm.
The fog's moving in a little bit more as you sort of bivouac down, looking for a spot to chill. And your vision would be slightly impaired throughout the night. However, it would also aid in you not being discovered. Right?
Yeah.
Sight, even dark vision, would probably not even have much of a sight through this. So, that being known, I will get you to roll a perception check, Holly.
16.
16. Not too much seems to happen at this point. Fog keeps rolling in, but the air keeps blowing back in from the cliffside. Storm doesn't seem to get any closer or any worse. You do hear a faint rumbling again during your... I'm guessing we're taking turns so that you can get your full 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So for your 4 hours, bit of a rumbling, but other than that,
Whilst I'm doing that too, I take out the arrow in my hair, and I think I'm just like super intrigued by it because it's the first time it's happened, and I'm just like, touching it and rolling it between my hands, and
would you like to try and discern what it is?
yeah, because up until this point I've only ever had my hair like generate crystals, and not so often. So I'm thinking like, is it a coming of age thing? Like I'm confused and intrigued by like.
Roll an Arcana check.
Wow. Oh, 18.
18. You definitely... This is a little bit alien to you. You don't feel like it's... It feels like it's almost leaving you. This
Right.
arrow is definitely not as strong as it was earlier in the day.
Okay.
So you can feel it. It's got a slight more of a bend to it. But as you feel up around the arrowhead, it's a very soothing feeling. The green is still as green as it was, and this doesn't feel dangerous. It's very sharp, but it feels almost restorative.
Okay.
So that's about as much as you can discern from that arrow.
And because I've got the the body of it is obviously like the wood. I'm starting I'm playing with it and I'm starting to think it's almost like it's kind of got a time limit. Like I feel like my body has given this to me for a reason, and like not that they've got like an expiration date, but I'm starting to think like I'm starting to put that together. Like I was given this, and it's like my body giving me. But at the same time, they're super special, so it's like they're not going to come on demand, and I've got to like, I don't know, use them kind of wisely or see what happens. A lot about it, see what happens in the day. Like I'm interested in like as you said, it's kind of going a bit limp, so I'm interested into what's going to happen if I leave it. It's kind of like I'm testing this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So you sit there. Your wood elf form has faded. You go back to your original form, so the green glow is echoed a little bit by the crystals in your hair, and you lean over in the night trying to discern what this is, whilst also keeping an eagle eye out. Who's taking the next watch?
I'll take it. Hop up to one of the tallest trees and sky out from there.
You can see that the fog, if you were to go up into one of the taller trees, it's quite low-lying. You can get above it. And it thins out. It definitely doesn't disappear.
Yeah.
But you can see that it is definitely not low cloud. It has come down from either the mountains or the trees or something like that. So yeah, go ahead and roll your check.
That will be 21.
21. First hour goes by. Looking out. Second hour goes by. Can't see anything yet. You don't see anything. You hear a bit of crunching leaves directly underneath the tree that you have perched in. It's a little something. Doesn't sound heavy.
I will just very quietly make my way down branch by branch to see if I can determine if this is threatening or not.
You roll you're going down stealthily?
Yeah.
Roll a stealth check.
Damn it. 14.
14. Down to the bottom of the tree. Fog's a little bit heavy here. You can't see too well. But you can make out, as you scan your eyes around past your companions on the ground, a very motionless figure stood beyond them, behind the companions and yourself. From where you are and your companions in the cart, there's something behind it.
Do I feel like do I get the sense that I've been noticed?
It's either directly facing you or directly not facing you and not moving. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck, damn it. 8.
Right below you, this thing, this unbelievable thing, tears into existence, seemingly feet from you. You see a red, deformed face. You see blackened eyes. You see claws. It's tiny. But it scares the shit out of you. And you are now considered frightened.
Yeah. Do I recognize this?
The creature on the other side? No. Roll a... No, there's nothing you could roll. Sorry.
So it's not the same as...
No.
Okay.
No. You have become frightened. You cannot move. The voice sort of catches in your lungs. and before you could even try to scream out,
Yeah.
you just sort of hear a little voice in your head. Move away.
Who are you?
The figure starts walking towards the cart. As the mists start to move back a bit. Did you guys light a fire for the night?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
You would have seen a bit of...
specifically wanted one. Yeah.
You see green skin, a sunken nose.
Oh.
You see black hair, really heavy metal and leather armor.
Yeah.
As the brightest thing you would see is the sword. This silver gleaming cutlass, massive, as this creature walks towards you, barely making a sound. A little creature that showed up right in front of you, just standing there, looking at the both of you. As you look down, another one appears right next to you. A little red creature, slightly different, a little bit taller, just as wretched, and looking like it's holding itself back. As 6 seconds have passed, you would be able to either make an action, call out, or run away. This moment.
Yeah. Wake up!
Everyone roll initiative. And we're running up the little screen. You can do it.
Terrifying.
Because Holly breaks our TV. Alright, let's do this again.
Yay.
Oh, seriously? My bishop always sucks.
Really?
What's Anway's
my initial
initiative
roll.
bonus?
Ah.
I think it's because I'm so...
What'd you roll?
Anway's initiative.
Yeah.
Go 3.
I got a 5
2.
per.
That's fine. It is +1, I believe.
one.
Oh, hang on.
6.
Yeah.
You laugh.
Oh no, +2, +2.
7. Awesome.
This is not going full screen because of the way that it's set up. But there you go. We got it. Made most of it. So
Can we rotate it
Slightly.
this way just a little bit?
yes,
As in the actual, yeah. If that's okay for you.
I will work around it, guys.
Thank you.
Green.
So he's not hidden. You guys get to see the cam.
Lucky we lit a fire.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Da. Why can't I click on it?
Da, 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 da.
You
There
know
we
who
go.
this guy's reminding me of? The one back initially where we took over.
North South Edge.
So
Yeah.
Oh, Dimrath.
No. Is it no?
The-
What am I thinking of? The
Who is
creepy, the real
The drow.
creepy motherfucker with the black oily hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Is that
Tim
Dimrath?
Rath.
Yeah, the one that-
The commander of
I'm like,
North
is this
South Edge.
is this him like
Commander of
coming back in
Mammoths.
ghost form?
Alright.
It's back.
No, this guy's not a drow, I don't think.
He's got a head.
It's good.
you would all know Drow. Not many of you. You don't know them very well, but you would also know that this does not look like a Drow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to enter it in there because it's so freaking difficult. Hayton. Initiative.
5.
Oh dear. Can't see the screen very well.
18.
Whoa.
So cool.
Got that +5, boys.
Anway?
8. Sorry, 7.
7?
Yeah.
She's got +2, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Hakao?
20.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude.
Hell yeah. Tamara?
6.
Correct.
Heavy hitters on 6. And
Fucking roll. Actions in combat.
Yeah.
Kick a small stone.
I kick a small stone at
I'm
you.
going to kick a small stone. I'm going to tap the floor. I'm going to tap dance. Something Hayden would not do. You'd never catch her tap dancing.
She's more of a hip hop.
all right.
Yeah, she crumps. She slap drops.
Companions, you wake, start up to see Nyx seemingly set upon
How long am I frightened for?
1 minute, and you will get to make a wisdom saving throw at the end
Okay.
of each of your turns.
Okay, cool. Just get...
You see two tiny little things at his feet. They come up to they come up halfway up him, maybe a little bit more, seeing as he's quite small. They're demonic. They got tiny, spindly little arms and legs. They got little horns that sort of sometimes dig in and out of their skin on the top of their head. They look horrid.
Ew.
And that would be the first thing you notice as you all look to Nyx. And if you were to quickly turn around, you'd also see a figure standing directly behind the cart. Green visage, just almost looks a little bit aquan, very smooth skin, but very well armored and a very expressionless face. Harkel, the words come to you as if they were already in a dream. You're already on your feet. What are you doing?
I go straight towards the little demon ones.
The little demon one's right here.
Yep. And I slash at the first one in front of me.
You're gonna slash at him?
Yep. I
Make
try
an attack.
to take his head off.
Go for it.
Wait, I rage first.
She's raging.
I was woken up!
Advantage? Am I engaged?
Yeah, you go. You
20!
definitely hits.
And hit.
Have been in combat for so fucking long. I've gotten rusty. You rage, just like she did this morning when I touched her back in the cafe and she thought it was a stranger.
Jeez.
16!
16 damage.
Yeah. Got a 12.
This little guy is too busy looking at Nyx, jumps up, yaps at his feet. You bring the axe straight through, up and around. You get a good hit into him.
Crit?
Yeah, it was a crit.
Yeah. So isn't that...
Oh, is it a double die?
You're on.
Yeah, rolled a 12 on a 12-sided die for damage as well.
No, it's not. It's only on an attack roll.
Oh, beauty. Okay, well, it was 16.
It's not on damage rolls. Yeah, 16.
There was on the attack roll, it was a natural 20 though.
It was a natural 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, so that's a crit.
So crit,
Yep.
Yeah.
double damage, double max. What is it?
Double max?
Yeah,
Oh, fuck, I hate maths in
fine.
front of people.
doesn't matter.
What
It was
so it's
D12.
24.
24. Yay!
+2.
Plus 4.
Dead.
Because of raging.
Your ancestors were in your dreams. You
Oh,
jumped
yeah, they
up.
are.
They guided the axe straight through this little guy and ripped him in two. Seeing this guy get pulled apart, you're frightening. Drops. You are no longer scared. You are seeing this guy cut in half. You know, all right, I can do this. I can do this. Do you have any other attacks or any other actions this round?
How far did I move? Wait, no. Raging is a
Yeah.
bonus.
Raging's bonus. You've used some of your movement. You can use more of your movement if you like.
I'll use my movement just to get around to the opposite side of.
Over here.
No, like so then opposite. Yeah.
Okay, so still behind this other guy.
Mhm.
He's just been covered in the guts of his friend. Doesn't seem to care. He's still just as angry as before. Nyx.
Cool. I feel like now's the right time to feather fire. So I'm going to sort of just focus for a second, use my bonus action, and you see me just roar and become engulfed in flames as my wings. Fire shoots out from my torso and spreads across all my wings and down my arms, and I'm just sort of on fire. So,
Sick.
so yeah, I'm a flaming galah.
It was coming.
And I'm just gonna unarmored strike this guy in front of me.
Yep,
This
roll
little
hit.
Red
Little red guy. This guy looks like he's
You'll
from
get
the hells
advantage
itself.
as well.
Yeah, I rolled 2 16s, so that's plus 23 to hit.
Hits. Roll damage.
Roll for damage. That's 11 damage.
11. Straight to the gut. This little guy doesn't come up quite to your height, but the fire, he seems to laugh at it. But as the strike hits him, he's not laughing anymore. He looks a little bit scared. He's covered in blood and he's been hit. Doesn't look too bad, but he's all right. He's not second guessing anything. And it is now his turn. He looks back up at you, and covered in the blood of his friend, him not being phased scares you again. And this guy stares into your soul, and his eyes flash a red. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Nope.
A 6.
Yeah, I mean, you struck hard, but this guy, he's not running anywhere. He's still coming for you, and you are considered frightened again. He then strikes out with a 14.
Does not hit.
Does not hit you. Whiffs out with his claws straight through. You manage to duck back. Your feathers, a little bit further than your body, so he tried to hit the feathers. Got nothing but a little bit of, a little bit of nothing. Angered, knows he can't back up, looks around, end of his turn, over to our mysterious stranger. Ooh. Ooh. The figure you saw there doesn't seem to run at you, but disappears. Just disappears. He's gone. And when he reappears, he's directly behind your friend again. This visage, just green, curling, expressionless, pulls back this massive silver cutlass and strikes out with a 19.
Hits. Just.
So this green motherfucker's right behind you.
Yeah.
You're the orange token.
I am.
Yeah.
The blade feels sharp, the blade feels dangerous, and strikes at you for 21 damage.
Is it rusty? I feel like it would be rusty.
The blade?
Yeah.
No, the blade almost looks like magically not rusty. It's shining. It's probably the brightest thing other than your crystals right now.
Jesus.
Brighter than the fire itself. Sorry, I get to do that twice. And then hits you for another 11.
I'm down.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Almost robotic style, slashes out, brings it back in, slashes back around again, watches you fall, and then his eyes just raise to the rest of you. Over to... Who are we at?
There's only 5 company.
Damara.
Alright. I'm going to... Iris is going to face over to this stranger. I'm going to turn and make a sort of a gesture, and I'm going to cast Suggestion.
Yeah?
On the stranger, which is a Wisdom 14. So throw.
Doesn't seem phased. Is that your...
Okay, and I'm going to... Oh shit. And I'm going to move back over to the cart, behind the cart, to get a bit of cover.
Okay.
As a weapon attack.
Actually, I'm going to move to the cart on the side that we're on now, with my back to the cart, so I'm not, but sort of over closer to the fire. Yes. Sweet.
Okay. Damara, whipping out some magic, doesn't seem to hit, backs up a little bit, taking stock of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Hayton.
Okay, how far am I?
How far are you?
Like, could he get to me?
Everyone's very close to each other.
Oh, okay.
No one's... Harkel's currently engaged with this little red creature.
Mm-hmm.
You, so far, have not been engaged in any way.
Mm-hmm.
And you are considered in close distance. You do have a couple of your teammates between you and them.
Okay.
But you're good with your bow. You know how to hit your mark. So you can pretty much attack from wherever you want to attack from.
Okay,
If that's what you want to do.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mask on this guy.
Mark?
Hunter's Mark, sorry, yeah.
Yep.
On this guy first.
Yep.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yep, cast Hunter's Mark.
Mm-hmm. Do I still get an attack with that?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Yeah, it's a
so
bonus
then you
action.
can attack.
Oh, hell yeah. And then I'm gonna go for him with my bow.
Yep, okay. Roll a hit.
Yeah, 20. 20 to hit.
Hits.
11.
11 damage.
Plus, and then I get an extra 1d6 with Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Oh. So 12.
12 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Brandishing his sword in what moonlight there is, peeking through this mist. You know the moon's high, but the mist is pretty heavy. Takes the hit to the shoulder, looks down, looks back up again, and just does not lose your gaze. He's not happy with you at the moment. Top of the round, Harko.
What about
Anwei. Yeah, no, I've got her here.
She is going to
She should have gone before, actually.
hide behind a rock.
Hide behind a rock.
Hide behind the rock.
The rock.
Yep.
This way.
Dissonant Whispers, level 2 at the big dude. She's got what I have to roll.
Yep.
Biddy with a d6. Blah blah. Let's see if it makes a con save. Okay.
I think it's me who makes a wisdom saving throw. Is that correct?
Yeah. I rolled a.
No, I make it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Instead.
That's
Yeah,
my bad.
yeah. It's all right. Natural 17 plus a lot.
And as a bonus action, she's going to Bardic Inspire me. Her good little person.
I love that you committed to singing.
She did it. Are you happy, Emily? She did it.
Yeah, I did it. And that is the end of her turn.
That is the end of her turn.
Yes.
Okay. She's backed up behind Hayden there, and
It takes just half because I saved half of
Still takes
it takes half damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we'll roll damage then.
Sorry. 6.
Yeah. 6 is 6 half.
6 is
6 is total.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
That's a big my bad.
Half damage. Does level 2
That's right,
Dissonant
another bard.
Whispers do 4d6?
Hang on. Did you just roll 1 dice? Dissonant Whispers does a lot more than that if it's level 3 or is it level 2?
Oh,
Two.
4.
I think
Okay,
level
that's
2 is
4d6.
fuck. All right. That's a 1.
That's 7 total.
So
7. 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Half
So 7
14.
damage.
Half 7.
total.
Yes. That's the end of the turn.
Excellent. Now it's your turn.
Whoa. Okay. I'm just going to cleave through this guy. The little
Guy in
dude.
front of you. Yeah. Roll to hit.
Little one. Oh, I have so much adrenaline. Is anyone within 5 feet of me?
No,
Okay.
just not.
Yeah. No. That's 13.
13. Just hits.
Beauty. Hiddipity.
Kill him.
9.
He's too excited. He's too excited that he's seen a mortal drop in front of him. That, boom, from the back, with the axe. He's not even facing you. You managed to get a really good cleave off, and his body falls limp at the end of your blade. You can choose to get it off if you want.
Yeah.
The blood smells foul. It looks awful. It almost makes you retch and almost makes you scared just at the sight of seeing this thing dead. But you empower yourself and remember that there's still something in front of you to deal with.
Gross. I'm going to use the rest of my action to back away.
Back away.
Yeah.
Okay. How far would you like to go?
Just so I'm closer to the others. But
Back up here, creating a bit of a line.
oh wait, actually no. Sorry, I forgot Nyx was down.
Yeah, Nyx is on the ground,
Okay, then
apparently not moving.
okay, I'm going to try to take. Can I try to get him out of there? Move him back.
I would say that would be a bonus action to move at least, and you'd be moving it half speed.
Okay.
He's light. And you still have your bonus action.
I do.
What's your strength?
My strength is 15.
Not a problem.
Oh, beauty.
Thank you.
With the look that this creature has given Hayton, crystals shining in the moonlight, apparently an arrow's come out of nowhere. He's too busy, focused on something else right now, and you manage to quickly snap up Nyx. You haven't really picked him up or done anything with him yet, so light little fucker, you're able to move him back really easily.
I'll make sure that I'm in front of him just in case they try to get to him.
Okay, yep, you're in front.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And Nyx, I need you to go ahead and make your first death saving throw.
Oh no, it's off the table.
Oh dear.
Hey, we don't count that.
Yeah,
I'm not even looking at it.
That's fine.
I'm not even looking at it. We don't count that. Oh, it's a 4. That's
a failure.
Death roll.
Stop.
Failure.
Failure. That's
What do you need to
Nyx's turn.
10 or
Anything
above.
above 10.
Yeah, above 10, sorry.
And as Harkale drags Nyx's body back through the dirt, you see this creature walking towards both of them, slightly veering off as it approaches you, Hayton.
Oh.
And it's not running, it just walked up to you. It's pretty cool, calm and collected.
Like right
It's
in front of me?
still got an arrow, it's directly in front of you. It's still got an arrow lodged in its shoulder. But it pulls its sword back for 16 to hit.
That hits.
That hits.
There's a lot of dice rolls.
Can you stop?
Slashing up 11 damage for the first hit. Second, 11 to hit.
11 to hit, doesn't hit.
Does not hit. Didn't
So
think
just
so.
11?
It was a really shitty roll. Yeah. So just taking the 11 damage, comes up. You manage to jump back, remembering Anwei's behind you, and trying to do your best to protect her. The sword comes around again and completely whiffs it, grabbing a little couple of locks of your hair, but not too much. Yeah.
Do I manage to backflip
Expression.
up into the tree when that happens?
Yeah, that's what happens. But then, unfortunately, a TV falls down and hits Anwei in the head. That was his turn. The other guy is toast, and it is now Anwei's turn because I did it the wrong way around before.
Okay. She is going to run to Nyx.
Mm-hmm.
Second level cure wounds. So.
Yep. So she's going to move around behind as to not grab an opportunity attack there.
So that's for 12 points.
12 points of healing?
Yeah.
Damn, big heals.
And
Heals.
gonna bardic inspire Hayton. Crystal Queen, young and sweet, I'm Kentucky.
On Kentucky.
And then she's going to run as far as possible. Out.
As far as possible.
Yep. So then, yeah.
Oof.
So then she's away from bad dude.
So ready for
Okay.
this.
2, 3, 4. Yep, I'm saying she could make it about 1, 2, heal, 3, 4. She could make it up behind that rock.
Gorgeous.
Okay. Tamara.
Alright, I'm going to bring Optic back from the pocket dimension
Yep.
whence he came.
Yep. You pull Optic through. He comes through just as angry as before.
Do I need to roll an initiative to see where he fits in? How does that work?
Roll an initiative. I would say that, yeah, roll now and he'll get his turn on the next turn, depending on his initiative order.
8.
Optic gets 8.
Okay. Sweet, that's my action.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And alright, I'm going to move up behind the very end of the cart. Yep, and maybe just a little over.
Yep.
There.
Breaking line of sight as much as you can with this guy.
Yep.
He seems pretty intent on Hayton right now. And it is now your turn.
Alright. No.
No.
Okay. I'm getting my dagger
Yeah.
and I'm gonna aim straight for like right here, just under, and then I'm gonna take it all the way down.
Yep.
Oh. Fucking. Damn. 11. 12. No, 11.
Yeah.
He's wearing a pretty heavy plate over the top here, and you try and look for an opening, and you just can't find it between the leathers and the plate armor sitting on his chest.
Okay, bonus action though, so I
Right
get
off.
another.
Bonus action. Go for it.
That's a bit better.
When you use it, when you use your attack, you can use your attack to. When you use your attack on your turn, you can attack twice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, that one was 17 to hit.
Yep, recentering yourself. You think you found an opening, and you just get it in there. Roll for damage.
4 plus 10. No, just 8 plus. Yeah, 10. 10 damage.
10 damage.
Because I got my hunter's mark on too.
Yep. You found a pretty sweet spot. You jam in there. You can see it kind of recoil and know that it's been hurt, and then it's pushed back again as your blade leaves it. It stands strong. And we are back around to... Who's 20? Hako.
Me. Okay, the ancestral guardians come floofing out.
Yeah.
Yep. So any, well, that's if I hit anyway. Yep, I'm gonna hit. 16.
You come out with a hit. It takes it. You manage to hit the armor, but the armor does not buckle.
Okay. I'm going to move around behind this person, behind the big boy.
Behind here.
Yep.
This character is engaged, so you did have advantage on that attack. Did you take it?
No. It was lower. And first creature hit with an attack on your turn has a disadvantage on any attack that isn't against you, and when the target hits a creature other than you, that creature has resistance to damage
So what are you reading
dealt by
out?
the attack. Ancestral Protectors.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
So everybody, well, he has to roll a disadvantage on everyone but me.
Did you hit?
No. Wait, fuck.
No.
I'm thinking ahead of myself. Never
No.
mind, that's for the future.
It's okay. That's okay. All right. Next up was Nyx.
Yeah.
Returning to your initiative order. Life has been breathed back into you. You've got something to work with. It's not a lot, but...
I look back to Armway and give her a nod. And then I'm going to swoop and fly in. And I'm going to pull out my spear and try and jam it into him.
Okay, yep.
Oh, with this. I'm glad because that first one was a 1. 7, 18.
Hits.
God.
I don't have them. 7 damage.
7 damage.
I am back alive.
He's standing.
Seeing the work that Hayton had already done, you found an opening, jammed it in there, did what you thought was a lot of damage, managed to bring him down a little bit. His knee kind of buckled, but he got back up again, and his gaze has not left you. He's not even looked anywhere else yet. He took that hit, fell down, got back up again, and the snarling coming through, this absence of a nose. It's
Is he bleeding through that
pretty.
gash? Did I at least rip anywhere down his tummy?
It's pretty dark. You can't see very well. He's got a lot of banded leathers underneath what half plate he's got sitting on top of it. So probably you just can't see a lot of the blood just yet. You've got blood on your dagger though. And it is now Optic's turn.
Yep. Optic is going to shoot both of his eye rays, or 2 of his eye rays, at the stranger.
Yep.
So that's a Fear Ray and a Dazing Ray, which are both DC 12 Wisdom saving throws. Which is not good.
Nope. Both rays hit this guy. His gaze does not break
Yep.
from Hayton, and yeah, Optic looks annoyed, very annoyed.
Yeah. Yeah. Has a bit of a
Yep.
growl about it.
Yeah, having a go. That's Optic's turn.
Whereabouts is he?
He would have popped up right next to you, so he'll be back here. He's fired these down this way.
Yep, sweet. Well, he moves out a little bit in
Moves out a
between the
little bit.
two rocks.
All right,
roughly in the
I'm going to
middle
pretend.
one
Yep, I'm
there.
going to say he's here.
Yep, just spread.
Unway.
She's going to use her bow. Just asking, because the enemy's engaged, does the advantage still go for ranged attacks as well?
Yes.
Cool.
Attack roll.
Beauty, beauty. Oh wait, what am I doing? Okay. 16, what's her she got a 16, but would she add her dex?
Yeah.
What's her dex? I don't
I
know.
think she's proficient with bows as well.
She rolled a 16 on what?
16 on an attack,
Yeah, so it's +3 to hit.
plus 3 to hit. You say 19? Would that hit?
Yep, hits.
Yep, beauty.
That's 1d6 plus 1.
Yes. You said 5.
5. Excellent. This guy, he's now got a couple of arrows in him. One in this shoulder and one in this shoulder.
Good.
This one's not quite as deep. Hayton definitely buried that first one in pretty deep. But I just realised I actually didn't take his turn just now. It was supposed to have been after yours. So he was obviously quite staggered. You guys managed to get a couple of cheeky shots in before he started to cast something. You saw in his eyes something flash over, and he pulls down, and everything goes black around him. Everything. You cannot see the fire anymore. You cannot see each other anymore. He's obviously aware that he cannot win this straight up. So you don't hear him move, but you can no longer see in a 30-foot circle around.
Okay.
You don't hear him move, but he slashes out towards you, where he believes you are, with a 16 and 11.
One
Two
hit.
hits. One hits. 16
hits.
hits. For 11 damage. Manages to come out, try and find you. Here's your footfall, readjusts, bring it back out again. Slashes through, finds you. You don't hear anything from him again. But he doesn't seem to have moved, at least not from what you can hear. And going off of what Arnway's turn would have been, we head to Damara. Did Arnway have a turn? Arnway had a turn? Yeah, she shot with a bow. Yeah,
Yes.
Yep. I can't see him. Alright, I'm going to wheel around behind the cart on skirting the edge of the magical darkness.
This here?
Yep.
It's beyond you, so each of these is 5 feet. So you're in it too.
Oh, I'm in it too.
Yep, it's 30 feet out.
I want to get out from the magical darkness and try and get line of sight on him escaping
Okay.
back the way he came.
Okay, I'm going to say that you move back 30 feet to where you can see now this... It's just a globe. It just...
Yeah.
You can see it perimetering off each way, the mist entering and disappearing. You can't see anything on the edges you can see right now.
Yep. And I'm going to ready an Eldritch Blast
Yep.
in case I see him trying to escape from the...
Excellent. Damara is an Eldritch Blast reaction. And we head to Hayton.
Well, I've got a perception check on him to find him in the dark.
Yep.
Yep, with my hunter's mark.
Yeah. So as you feel forward, you can't see him, but you can sense something in front of you. You sense that character is still exactly where they were, and your hunter's mark rings back that that's exactly what. Yeah.
All right.
That's
cool.
exactly where that character is, and you can strike without disadvantage.
Mhm.
Yeah, on this character.
Oh, seriously? Why am I rolling that? Can I use M's inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, so 9.
Can we heal?
Yep, nothing's changed. You can still hear everything.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure.
15 to hit.
It's not hit. The disadvantages that you found earlier are pretty hard to find in the dark. You no longer managed to hit this guy.
Alright, I'm taking my next one.
Yeah, second attack.
Oh. 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Damage 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 damage.
9 damage.
And
You
this one, I'm sick of this guy. I'm going straight for the neck.
Yeah, okay. You reach up for the neck. You start to feel some of the hair that he's got coming over. You just run that home to find the side of his head. You dig the blade in as much as you can, pull it back. You feel him drop in front of you. You can see through the hunter's mark vision a slight drop, and then slowly gets back up again. You've definitely hurt this creature. You heard a slight muffle, but it doesn't seem to have gone quite yet. And the darkness is still there. But that was a damn good hit. And we're heading back to the top of the round with Harko.
Beauty. Okay. I'm gonna guess that the advantage of it's gone now.
You would, yeah.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, cool.
And you also can't see this guy. So the advantage exists for any creature you can see. You can't see him, so you'll be rolling a disadvantage.
Okay.
But we're also surrounding him.
Yeah, so it's on any
Cancels?
creature you can see. So the darkness
Ah,
cancels
okay.
out that advantage completely.
Right, so it is
you still roll at
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Is he engaged though?
He is engaged. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't hit.
You don't hit.
No.
Whiffs it. The darkness surprised you.
I am going to move away.
Move away.
Yes.
Okay. How far?
Not very far. Just
Like back up a couple of squares.
yeah, I'd say.
Okay. Kind of there. 15. Yeah. Okay. Nix.
I'm gonna strike. Yeah. 16.
You find where he is. You
Yeah.
land a blow, but you did not line it up right. The
Right.
power does not reach all the way through.
Alright, I'm gonna come back. Come in with a kick
Yep.
for my second one. That's 17.
Nice. You found where he was, didn't deliver the goods,
Just-
brought the kick around, landed up, roll for damage.
4. 9.
9 damage. Your heel strikes into him. You feel this body fall back, go limp, and this darkness spreads as you finally see this character falling in front of you. Sideways, actually, as it was still locked on Hayton. Still didn't give a shit about you, but you've managed to remove whatever life it had, was keeping it here.
down.
As it falls to the ground.
I run on top of him, I pull out my dagger and put it on top of him. Can I wake him up at all?
He's gone.
He's dead,
gone.
dead?
Oh, he's yeah. He's
He's not just out?
No, you took the
Splitting
life from
heart
him.
Technique.
You took the life from him.
Alright, fine. I want to plunge my dagger into his chest and do my thing with that dagger.
Okay. 1 second. You with the plate that's all up here, you pull it down as much as you can.
Yeah.
You know where to find the right spot.
Yeah.
Jam the dagger down, and you feel it respond. Are you going to take it?
What do I feel its nature? Do I have to roll for that?
No, I'm not going to make you roll for that. You feel something alien to you. You can't tell what this is.
Okay.
It doesn't feel good.
I'm going to take it.
You're going to take it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guessing, what you've just witnessed, you're probably pretty sure that this one deserves to go. Drag it up. You feel the heat burn for a bit, almost a little bit too hot, and then fall back down again as Yeah, there's something in there. Doesn't shake, doesn't move, doesn't make a sound, but you know, something there.
Whilst he does that, I'm super interested to see if this arrow does anything. This green arrow. Can I like shove it in him whilst Nyx has like whilst we're on top of him? Can I shove it in him just because I'm
How quickly do you do that?
As soon as he's going to do that, I'm kind of like going for like a
Because you were right in front. You were right in front of him.
yeah, like an adrenaline kind of thing. I want to shove this thing in him, and I want to discover it. I want to see what it does.
I take back everything I do.
So I was like, oh.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Whilst you're on top.
I'm
of
going to
it.
say you guys did this at the same time.
Yeah.
You go to jam the dagger down. You're focusing. She comes in at the same time.
Yeah.
As you're pulling,
Yeah.
you
I
feel
want
it
my
pull
life.
back down.
Yeah.
As roll a
Cool.
d6.
6.
6. Okay. This creature's eyes flare back up again, and its strength seems to return to its limbs as it pushes you off.
Oh, fuck damn it.
As you restore 9 hit points to this creature. And it was your turn, and it's now his turn.
Oh, God damn it.
At least we know what the arrow does.
His soul and everything.
Didn't I? But so we didn't have him like we didn't have him down, even though.
He was down and then we healed him.
Yeah, but as in because me and Nyx were both there, like kind of.
In the game, generally speaking, as 90% of DMs would run, when you get an NPC down, they're dead. They do not roll death saving throws.
Unless
They're
you
gone.
specifically say.
Unless you specifically say, I'm not trying to kill him, I'm trying to knock him out. So you go for a knockout blow. What life you managed to take in that instant, you brought back to him.
Okay.
He comes out with his sword, but he's so disorientated with 2 people on top of him, he misses both hits. And it's over to Anway.
She has
Do I have
not
the chance to
given
yell
me
out
anything.
Yell out.
Yeah, like while this is happening.
Yeah, you can take your interact action.
Yeah. Are you from the list? Did they send you? Where are you from? Where are you from? That's not my accent. Okay.
He does not respond.
Anway uses vicious mockery and says, I was so pleased when I thought you were dead. Wisdom saving throw 13.
Roll for damage.
That would be a D1. She hasn't given me...
Is it like
Give me a second.
D4 or something?
Dissonant Whispers.
Vicious mockery?
What vicious mockery?
Is it?
1d4.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah.
4 plus.
And there's no. I don't think there's any plus.
No?
Far
It doesn't
out,
say
I
there
don't
is.
have a D4.
Yeah.
Try to
Can I
stab
use yours?
myself with my freaking
yeah.
bow.
Thank you.
1d4.
Ooh. That's 4.
That's 4.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay. He's prone. I would say he's grappled because he currently has 2 on top of him. He takes a bunch of damage. Doesn't fall yet.
Cool.
But he's still trying to push through whatever life has been gifted back to him. Optic.
Alright. Optic, in his frustration at his eye beams not working, is gonna like fly over and try and bite him on the neck while he's down.
Yep.
Hit them where it hurts.
Yeah, well, we'll see. So 2-6. So 2. That's not great to hit. 8.
No, there's too many creatures on top. He's flailing wildly with his sword. Optic doesn't want to lose any of his eye stalk, so he comes in, misjudges the bite, completely whiffs it.
Poor Optic.
Poor Optic. And Damari, you take your turn. Damari, you take your turn.
Alright, I'm going to move into line of sight and I'm going to shoot an Eldritch Blast at him. The darkness is still down, isn't it?
Darkness is still down, yeah. So you move up as many squares as you need to. I couldn't actually see from this angle the smaller squares. But it's all good. We worked it out. So yeah, you move in. You can see the fire now. You can see him on the ground. and that is a what did you do in dissonant whisper?
I'm gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast down on the ground there. I think that's a
Eldritch Blast.
17.
17?
Yeah.
17 hits. You thread the needle through your companions on top of this guy.
Awesome.
Thank God.
And that does 6 damage.
6 damage.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, Tamara.
The life you brought back flailed for an instant before burning up as you turn back to see Damara's hellish visage bring forth this crackling purple energy and burn this creature up from the inside, it slowly evaporating down into the ground.
Microwave.
Hectic.
And yeah, there are no more threats. Instigation, initiative. It's ended.
There's nothing I can stab into this time.
No, he seems to be decaying, but you can still stab him.
I want to get that before it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need that.
Yep.
You know what's that intent?
So the life that you tried to take before,
I'm not taking
you
chances
look
this
up,
time.
give Hayton a little bit of a what the hell, before finally taking it again. Yeah. And you are left. The fire is still the same as it was before. All of that seemed like it took a very, very long time, where in reality, it was pretty damn quick. Those guys descended and disappeared. The fog still is heavy. But yeah, there's not a lot of sounds anymore.
What the fuck was that?
Fuck.
I just walk straight to the fire and sit in front of it and just throw my dagger into it.
Throw your dagger into the fire?
Yep.
Okay. You approach the fire. Still burning pretty healthily. Throw it in. You feel it send up. You feel
Is there any kind of visuals, or is it just like...
there's no visual
Yeah.
at the moment. You can feel movement, almost like you're in deep water and there's a current flowing. You can feel it kind of just pushing through you as the air around you seems to get heavier, and a weight lifts, and you come back down again, and you feel pretty good. You're not quite sure how it was received, but it's happened.
What the fuck did you just do?
Why don't we get some rest?
I'm exhausted and I fall on top of Milo and I just fucking pass out.
We may not have a lot of time for rest. They may be coming back. Maybe we should find somewhere else to rest. Is it worth hiding the body?
The body's decomposing down into the ground at
Okay.
this point, yeah. There's not a lot to hide, and the other two small little things, they're gone.
I feel like I've already just like passed out. Like I'm worse for wear. I feel like I've just collapsed on Milo and I'm out.
I stay out.
Hakata stays up. Tamara stays up. No problems. Staying on the edge of the camp.
We don't need rest straight away. I think there's time for you to tell us what you did with your dagger.
Can I want to try and rack my memory before I answer that.
Yeah.
To know if I know exactly what he was, or if I'd seen his face at all before, or what the little creatures were.
The creatures... The creatures, both Damara and Nyx, from what you know of the work you would have done in the past, and Damara, from what you are currently connected to, you would know that these creatures come from one of, and you wouldn't be able to place your finger on it, one of the most negative planes there are. Some form of hellish creature did not belong here. It existed just to kill you, and it disappearing on dying probably meant that you didn't even kill it. It just returned to where it came from.
Yeah.
You would also know that, knowing about how optic works. The larger creature, you've Roll a history check. This is to work out whether or not you would have been in any way connected to them in the past.
Through, 17.
17.
Yeah, it's a straight 17, no plus.
You've never seen one of these guys, but from what movements may have happened in between planes or in between different worlds, different planes of existence, and specifically the local planes, the astral planes, you have heard of the term Gith.
Yeah, cool.
Thought so. And you know these creatures do not dwell in the prime material plane. You're not sure why that was there, but it was there, and it seemed like it was either protecting something or it just wanted you dead. You're not quite sure which.
Cool.
It seemed just to be there to take your life.
So back to your question. Just paying my dues.
Your dues to who?
Well, I'm not sure if you'd believe me if I told you the whole story, but Noctiker.
Given you purged it in the fire and shortly before it had burst into flames, I don't think there's anything strange about a connection to Noctica.
I'm glad you realized that.
And what did you do to it when you shoved your dagger into its chest?
Let's say I saved the soul of someone else.
Of someone else?
Yes.
Like a
Put
life for a life type scenario.
I put his place, his soul, in the place of someone undeserving.
I see.
Save them from the void.
Is this something that you have much experience with?
None at all. I'm still processing it myself. It's the first one I've done.
So Yanigar didn't get an opportunity to explain it properly to you before she passed?
Yanigar wasn't exactly aware of this arrangement.
I see. That surprises me, being connected to Noctiker and considering you were close to her.
She was just the one who brought me back.
I see. Then we have a lot more in common than I thought.
I've said too much. And I fly away.
You fly away? Up.
Just not away, but
Up in the tree.
away from these guys and fly up to sleep.
Yep. Okay.
What time is it now after that battle?
It happened halfway through Nyx's, so it's been about 6 hours. Most of you well on your way to having your full rests. You both mentioned you're going to stay up, or you're going to try and get the rest of your rest done.
No, I don't think I could go to bed after that.
I'm gonna have a short rest at least and recover my.
Yeah.
Okay. Anwei would probably mention that she only needs 4 hours rest. So she can stay up as well. Now she is fully rested. So
How... I need 6 for a full rest. After I, passed out after that, how much longer do we rest for before dawn?
for dawn, it would still be a few more hours till dawn.
Okay.
I would say it's close to 2 or 3 in the morning at this point. Taking into account conversations and stopping pretty much as the sun was heading down. Yeah.
Did you need to do something for your watch? Because I don't need to do anything if you want to take it.
If I want to take the last watch.
Yeah, if you needed to do something.
Not in particular, but I'm happy to, as long as, well, I'd like to get at least, is it an hour for a short rest? 3 hours for a short rest?
Oh yeah.
I'd like to get at least a short rest.
Yeah. Okay.
An hour of rest, and
Yeah.
that's one.
Okay.
So you roll your hit die for a short rest. Could you take damage?
No.
Nope, that doesn't matter then.
I'll just get my spell slot back.
Easy. For story's sake, each of you trying to work this out, you're either kept awake by the visage of what you have just done, or you manage to close your eyes and conk out because this is too much for a chick on her gap year.
I think
to deal
I was
with.
just, and I was beat. I only had 6 left. I was just collapsed, I reckon.
My fault, but we definitely should have been rolling for Milo during that. Mentioning
yeah.
that, like, Milo would have definitely been there and been fighting. So, yeah, I'll make sure to ask you next time. But I just can't use this screen at this angle. Anyway, so, sun pushes through. The mists have rolled back a bit, fair bit. If you're not too far from the road, you might even be able to see sort of hints of some figures moving through the shadows and shapes there.
If Hayden didn't restore all her hit points, Arnway is going to cure wounds.
So, what did you had a long rest?
Yeah, I did.
She's good to go.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think I was concussed.
So yeah, you awaken. The couple of scorch marks and decomposing earth, the only real evidence of what's happened during the night.
Jesus Christ.
You went to bed very quickly after all of that. Is there any reason that that creature was after you? It seemed very set on attacking you of all people.
Yeah, I don't know. It all felt like a bit of a dream, but yeah, the second I shot an arrow at him, he was after me.
As you're reaching back like that to your ear, feel something else in your hand.
Do you do that in character?
Huh? That was pretty sick, though, what my arrow did.
I suppose.
Guess we know now. So yeah, when I was touching before and it was smooth and everything and it was starting to get quite limp. So like...
You felt like it was leaving you,
Yeah.
but you can feel another one in your hand.
Yeah.
Did you grow that?
Yeah.
What in the hell?
I've seen stranger things.
For your character's sake, and so I'm going to be entering this into your character sheet. This is an arrow that lasts 24 hours.
Once it's fully developed?
Once you've pulled it out,
Once I've
essentially.
picked it.
Once you take it from your hair in the morning, this arrow forms into the arrow that you used, which you saw it restore life to this character. I'm not sure if Nick's shared the name that he had learnt or not. And at the end of 24 hours, it will disappear and a new one will appear in its place.
Okay, so I've always got just one, basically. And will it always be 9 plus 9? Or does that depend on the situation?
It will always be a essentially what is a regular healing potion.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a 1d4 plus 4, which I made a 1d6 plus 4. So, but but it's supposed to be a 1d4 plus 4.
1d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
And do I ever get that roll?
Yeah, you'll get that from now on. You always roll that.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So I got you to roll that, didn't I? I asked you to roll a d6.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And again,
I should have asked you to roll a d4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, you can feel again the same energy
Yeah.
in this thing. You haven't pulled it out yet, but you can feel it's a very sharp arrow, but it feels again restorative or regenerative in some way. DM breaking the fourth wall. This is me basically trying to keep you guys alive without a cleric in the party or a paladin. Anyway, yeah.
Spirit.
I'm feeling quite rattled, I reckon. Yeah. I've gone a bit weird.
Yeah.
I think we should get moving as quickly as possible and make it into the walls of South Peak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to stay here any longer.
I think that would be wise.
Sounds like a safe place to be.
We should probably stay on the path now. They didn't seem exactly like traveling folk, so I doubt they'd be anywhere near there. Maybe.
Did I happen to with my time with Syrah? Did we happen not to like talk directly about that, but do I like think back to her mentioning anything about these new arrows, or did we have a discussion?
She was definitely interested in you.
Yeah.
She didn't give you any new information,
Okay.
but she seemed interested in learning more about you.
Okay.
You did learn that she was not where she was supposed to be. If you were to go back to Drinks as far as she would not
wouldn't
be there.
So I couldn't find her again by going back there.
No, and she didn't tell you where she was going. She did tell you that she had a place to the west. Not exactly sure where. So you guys pack up camp, heading out to the road, out before anyone can really make decent headway from either town, so it's pretty empty right now. And continue on your way towards South Peak. This is going to take up a decent part of your day. It's at least a 6 to 8 hour walk still, so making sure to make decent time. You guys are traveling at regular speed. Rock seems pretty ready to go after a bit of rattling last night, but the creature didn't seem interested in harming a horse. And trots along. You don't see too many people. You see a couple of I think there'll be a human or two, or the odd elf, the odd blue dragonborn you'd see. Maybe one of them walking the path in common clothing, maybe sometimes carrying larger packs. But as far as the rest of that road is concerned, we're going to go ahead and take a short rest, as we probably definitely should. Intensive first session. Thank you everyone very much. We won't be too long, and we'll be back again in approx 15, 20, 17,000 minutes, whatever it is. Whatever Ben puts on the screen. Thanks very much. See you soon.
Bye.
Welcome back. We are stocked on tea and coffee, and we have had some of Abby's amazing cookies
Ooh, yeah.
and our lovely host's food, and ready to go. Everyone's slightly recovered from being shanked by some weird creature in the night.
Slightly. We'll emphasize that word.
Slightly.
Physically.
And you're all... Oh, first off, thanks so much to Campaign Coins for the chair.
Whoop, whoop.
Guys are bloody amazing.
Hey.
That happened.
Holly's our cheer squad. We'll come up with some kind of like football chant we can do. Yeah? Eh? And Jordan's left the show. No. Bring us back in to the road towards South Peak. And nicer day.
That's what I like to hear.
Nicer day. The mists are definitely pushing back. The wind coming in from the ocean doesn't look so precipitous over the water this time. Clouds have moved out a bit. Still a bit dark out there, a bit of wind, but the sun's definitely getting through a lot easier.
So that guy brought the storm with him.
And I remember recently saying that there was going to be a void moon in a couple of nights.
yeah.
Was
Yeah,
last night the night before the void moon?
Yes. The night of the void moon coming up.
Tonight.
Sure.
We're on the eve of the void moon.
Is it still getting warmer the further south we go?
Slightly. Yes. The weather on the coast is largely dictated by the air coming in off the water.
Wind, yeah.
And even on the most southern point of Lixium, it's not as hot as it would get, for instance, in Ayala.
Okay.
But it definitely does get warmer. You can feel that even though the days are pushing towards the colder days of the year, you're moving with it and you're staying fairly warm.
Okay.
So it's pretty good.
I don't know what. Stop.
Well, I rolled a D100 because I wanted to see. I've got some random events that I wanted to have happen, and I rolled a 100.
Oh, wow. Hey.
We're all dead.
Good roll.
And the world's over.
All right.
And the void moon comes early. It swallows up
Yeah.
Lixium.
That sucks you all in.
Huge.
Jesus.
You hear the as you're walking along the road. You hear the sort of starts of a rumble, like the same kind of thunder-like-esque sound you've heard in the tearing again as a bolt of lightning would be passing through the air. You don't see any lightning. Would everyone pay attention? Would everyone look around in that moment, or would you not give a shit?
No, I'm definitely on edge.
Yeah, and I would definitely connect the sound of thunder without the visual lightning,
Alright, everyone-
with the appearance
Event.
of the gift.
Yeah.
Because both events I'd never experienced before and they happened simultaneously.
Everyone roll a perception check, please.
Especially me too, because I feel like I can feel it in my feet. So I feel like I'm feeling it more. And
I'm
it's
looking. I'm trying.
freaking
Yeah, and Abby, could you please roll for Anwei?
Yes, okay.
And she's at a +4. 20.
24.
24.
21.
Yeah, I'm a 17 and Arno's a 5.
4.
Okay. Anwei's a 5.
Yeah.
I didn't notice anything.
You're flying. You're sort of gliding on the air pretty easily, I'm guessing. Or you're down on the cart.
Well, I can't fly for
You can't fly.
longer than...
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd be...
On the
Let's say
probably down.
in that moment I was in the air. If that's
As
helpful.
this sound swells, you feel a buffeting of air,
Yeah.
and it comes from a pretty specific direction. You feel it move you, as if something big has just passed you. And as you look up and you rolled a
21.
You both see the clouds and the the sky shift and merge, as if you can see water there. It's like it's water
In the sky.
in the sky, high above you, in this line, in this very pinpointed line, and you swear you can see little flecks of brown something, purple something. It's too far away for you to see. It's quite high up. And then merge back in with this water type thing, and then smooth back over as the sound dissipates.
As I'm gliding around, can I just chuck up one of my feathers to it? Or is it kind of like real far away? I want to see if it reacts to something.
What is the range on your feathers?
120?
120 feet?
No, I don't think it's that many.
I wanted to chuck an arrow. I've got 600.
Chuck. How are you carrying 600 arrows?
No, I've
No,
got 600
600
range.
You're going to shoot an arrow.
I wanted to shoot an arrow.
Right. Both of you.
This makes me think it's not a good idea.
I
Both
know,
of
by
you-
his reaction.
both of you roll an attack.
I'd be like 50 feet in the air, and I've got 60 range.
Okay, good to know.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage, yeah. So roll an attack at disadvantage. Roll one naturally.
15.
Okay.
So far away.
Your feather shoots up, reaches its trajectory,
Yeah.
top of its trajectory, and then falls back down again. Seemingly, you.
I have a chance to catch that to make sure it doesn't fall on anyone as I glide down. Oh, just like
No,
fall
the
down
wind's-
and pierce
The
anyone.
wind's a
through
little
the
bit strong,
skull.
and coupled with this event happening, and coupled with your inability to fly for a long
Okay.
period of time, probably not, because
Alright. I have to start gliding down then. I can't sustain.
Yep. You load up an arrow and it fires with an intense speed up into the air. You watch it as it slowly disappears.
Never comes back.
It's gone.
It ate it.
No, you saw it disappear. You didn't see it like instantly disappear. You just saw it disappear into the distance. You fired at 600 feet.
Yeah.
So it reached its trajectory at 600 feet and then probably started heading back. Then you don't know where it went.
Okay.
So it's gone.
Okay.
But yeah,
Might
apart from that,
transport as well.
nothing seems to happen.
On the arrow.
Interesting. What did you guys did? They didn't see that.
Did you just chuck an arrow at the sky?
Yeah. Why?
There's something up there.
There's
What?
colours up there that shouldn't be up there.
I think it's a bit more than colours. Potentially a gateway or something to another plane. Could be where our
Slimy bastard was from.
that one.
Do we keep moving?
I think we need to get to South Peak and alert whoever we can there that what we've seen.
Yeah.
And it's a void moon tonight, so I don't really trust anything that might be happening tonight. I say we get an early rest and be ready, stay up through the night.
Yeah, I reckon we need to get there quick, smart. I'm not feeling safe.
You're not sus, are you?
I'm sus, and I got a bad feeling.
Alright, do we want to move quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah, move as quick as we possibly can.
I'm gonna ride Milo ahead. I'm just gonna get to town. If that's possible.
You're going to ride Milo ahead. You're going to leave the group.
I'm just gonna dash there as quick as I can.
Okay. So the cart can travel at a normal speed with one horse and with chests and so on in it. At what's Milo's speed?
Milo's speed.
I'd consider your speed over
Yeah,
multiple
40.
hours to be yeah. So you'd be able to reach South Peak a few hours at least before everyone else.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Can I take someone with me on Milo?
that would largely depend on who it was.
Nix, if he wants to come.
Well, I could keep up by I could keep up by flying.
Yeah, well, I think because we saw
Intimate
it, I think we need to get there
Keep
and
pace.
and alert the town.
I feel like it would be
I
better
feel
if
like
we're
we
all together.
tend to agree. That thing last night was pretty volatile, and if one of us gets caught out alone, I don't want to see what could happen.
Okay, yeah, I think back to how I was feeling when I first woke up in the morning, and how like rattled I was, and I decided to stay with the pack.
Okay. Safety in numbers.
Have you ever encountered a Gith before? Have you ever encountered a Gith before?
You're not sure it's a Gith yet.
Or
I
have
don't
you
think
ever
Nyx is-
encountered one of these creatures?
Nah,
They're called giths.
Ah, I see.
certainly wasn't a gift.
That's right. They don't live in this plane.
You're such a nerd.
So you feel it may be another one through this
I
apparent
feel like
portal.
he could have come through what's up in the sky, potentially.
Yeah,
Or
I feel
at least they're related somehow.
like they're popping through.
If the thunder's coming back now, does that mean that another one is back?
There could be several more.
All
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
He
really?
We
looked
moved
well
quickly.
equipped, well armored. We didn't take any of his stuff, did we? In searching.
No, you didn't. You didn't
Oh.
search him, but he was
But
pretty much decomposing by the time
Yeah,
he'd
pretty
laid him
much.
down.
Disappeared, didn't he?
Mhm.
Yeah, I reckon we just need to get to town quick smart.
Yep.
What time could we get there by?
You get there easily before the sun goes down.
Yeah,
You've
okay.
got sort of 6 to 8 hours more travel, and you've started off before midday. So you'd get there mid-afternoonish.
Yeah.
If you continued on at a sort of standard pace.
Yeah, let's do that.
So that's what you'll be doing. You trundle on down the road. Nick's occasionally popping into the sky to keep an eye on possible flanks from the front. Milo's definitely got her nose to the air. You get to what you can see is sort of a sprawling, low set of buildings on the horizon. You can see not a lot of tall buildings, except for one very, very tall black building in the center of town. And this is still quite a ways out. Sign planted in the ground by the road. And sort of lovely swirling letters says, "Welcome to South Peak. You will be held accountable for your actions." Signed, Bartholomew.
Awesome. In that case, I'm gonna disguise myself as someone not me. Maybe that Karlstad.
Yeah.
What else?
What else? Yeah, no problems.
Yeah, I've quickly realized too that I never popped my mask on, so I'm going to do the same.
A bit rattled from the night before, maybe.
Yeah.
So you've got a couple of wood elves heading into town. No problems at all. And stamped on the sign near it, what seems to be fairly fresh, or at least darker than what was originally there. The symbol of the hands with the sun underneath it, sort of circular, and it seems to be burnt in some way.
And does it appear that I've got that symbol on my medallion now?
Yes, I'd say combined with the statue you saw and also seeing him for the brief period you saw, you'd be able to recreate that image fairly well.
And thaumaturgy, I can recreate symbols I've seen.
Absolutely, yeah. So yeah, keen mind, you've got that, and you present yourself as one of the members of whatever this guild was, and head into town. And you're presented with sort of low stone walls. There's not a big barricade out the front. There doesn't appear to be a lot of watchtowers. Each building seems quite old. Like there seems to be a lot of sort of old brick and shale. Very lovely houses. They look like most of them are either double or triple story, well kept. and on the entrance to town there is various people stamping and checking things. Not a lot of hustle or bustle. There's not a lot of trade going through. It just seems to be people. And you approach, you see 2 blue dragonborn. So just catch your attention, see you trundling up the road, sort of bring you over.
Before we approach them, is there anywhere in particular we would like to start? Do we want to find this Bart character? Pepper?
I think we just
Find whoever's in charge.
say that, yeah, exactly right. And just say that we have important information about dangers of the area coming up to the Void Moon.
Potential threat.
Stay honest.
Okay.
We don't get in trouble.
We're going to tell them
Yeah.
about that guy we encountered.
You sure you want to keep up that disguise?
If we're accountable for our actions, I think it's probably best that I'm not myself. But if we want to play this differently, I'll drop my disguise. I'll go in as Demar.
Excellent. Good to know.
I don't, because mine's just like subtle features. Just makes me look a bit more.
Yep.
Not hated.
No worries. So you enter the outskirts of this town. The wall looks like it could be pretty much jumped if you wanted to, but no one seems to be bothering with that.
I'm going to jump it just because that's what I would do.
You can go and jump the fence off to the side.
In like a fun, like parkour kind of way.
Okay. So you dash off from the main road
Is it parkour?
Yeah.
and
not cool.
jump over the fence.
Yeah.
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 Immediately a beam of light comes down from the black tower in the center of town and illuminates you a bright red. You suddenly feel yourself glowing and your visage drops. And you become Hayton again. You've been hit by some kind of anti-magic thing.
Okay.
No one stopped you, but you have been marked with some kind of red glow.
So I'm still going.
Yep.
Okay.
Are you on the wall?
I made it over though, so I'm.
Yeah, it wasn't very high.
It wasn't. Yeah, but it wasn't like dangerous or anything.
Okay, so where are these dragonborns?
They're standing at where
sort of
the
at
wall,
the wall?
sort of part, sort of fairly wide road. They're
Yeah.
standing there amongst a few other
So the entrance
people.
gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
They seem fairly standardly armored and dressed. They don't seem to be ready to fight too many.
What was their reaction to that?
Yeah, did they notice me?
Yeah, they kind of watched you avert from them as they called you over, pelt and jump over the front fence, and then just kind of gave up on you and looked back towards the folk approaching. So they don't seem to care that you jumped the fence.
Yeah. As I did, I said, "G'day." Really friendly. I didn't do it threateningly at all. It was more just like a little bit of fun.
Sorry about the crystal pistol. Yeah, it's a bit of a loose cannon.
Crystal Pistol. All right, that's a funny name. Oh, you're gonna have fun with that, girl. Turns back to you guys. Where you going?
Here.
Welcome. You ever been to South Peak before?
Never. This is
Ah.
my first time. I think the first time for all of us.
Yeah.
Have you come down from South Sage?
We have indeed.
Ah. You'll have a good time here, I think. It's been messy up there. You get involved?
As we tried to stay out of trouble as much as we could, but everyone had to help out at one point or another.
The guild up there, then?
Yes, we saw a couple of members of the guild up here, up in South Sage, but not as many as we've been seeing down closer to Southport here, South Peak here.
Yes. Well, they've been most helpful in the defense. I understand you had a bit of extra help up there, so...
We did indeed. It would be lovely to be able to pass on our appreciation to this guild.
Oh, you want to talk to Pepper?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah, she's been here for about a week now.
Oh, perfect.
Lovely lady. You'll get to meet her. Are you bringing anything dangerous with you? Are you wanted by anyone in particular?
Well,
No,
No?
but we are carrying our own weaponry. Do we need to?
No. Just know a lot of people reside here. We try and keep a friendly town. Everyone watches each other's backs. We'll watch yours.
thank you.
Thank you.
I like it here already.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Good. Maybe warn your friend over there that she might have trouble performing any more tricks for a little while. But she'll be fine.
Because of the tower in the center of town.
Yes. Bart keeps a good eye on things.
Yeah, what was that?
Who is this Bart?
Oh, he's an old friend. He helps out in the defense. As opposed to swords and walls, we have Bart. And
I see.
he's very good at removing threats rather than destroying them.
So you
Right.
thought I was a threat?
You jumped the wall. He's never seen you before, has he?
Just a bit of fun.
Yeah. It's a wall. Why not go through the door?
It's a very tense time at the moment, Hayden. You know,
He won't
can't
hurt
just
you.
go jumping fortified walls.
I just felt like a little bit of a challenge.
Well, it usually takes about a day to wear off. But,
Oh.
if you'd like it removed sooner, you could probably go and talk to him.
Yeah.
Yes, well, we're concerned about the safety of the town, and so whoever would be best to speak to, Pepper or this Bartholomew, that would be, if you could point us in the right direction,
Yeah, we're here to help.
that would be helpful.
Do you have any specific message?
Well, last night we were attacked by a particular creature.
And he
Not
kind of
from
looks. He
this
kind of looks
plane.
at you. Was it green?
I think we're speaking of the same kind of creature.
Go and find Pepper.
Pepper?
And he points back, and he's one of the larger, wider buildings that seems to have some supports off to the right-hand side, with from this distance looks to be some kind of larger creatures in there. As Abby chokes on her tea.
Pardon me.
You're okay. You're in Emily's seat. If Emily was here today, she'd be coughing. So you kind of just
Yeah, I know.
channeling some of
Sound
that.
effects.
Send through a message.
Yeah.
Just sent a
What
message.
What dialect is this? Cough speak.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Yes, the tap. Go ahead to the tap inn. She's usually there,
The tap in.
spreading word and helping out.
Alright.
And just sort of looks you up and down and continues on, seeing if there's anyone else approaching.
Alright, well, after the tap in, and then hopefully we can go get this anti-magic thing removed afterwards.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
All in agreement?
Yeah.
I'll just
Tap in
help
and
you
tap
guys
out.
now know not to jump the wall.
Yes, thank you for
I was just
I'm
testing
finding
it
that
for
out.
you.
I'm glad.
I really
that
wanted
you,
to do it, so yeah.
Cool.
So you head through into town. There's it's quite clean. It's quite lovely in here. The dirt roads have been sort of well kept. There's sort of a heavier gravel in them. They feel like they take the roll of a wheel quite easily. And people seem unafraid. They every now and again see you walking through with the red glow on you and kind of have a bit of a chuckle.
They just laugh at me.
Yeah, have a bit of a laugh.
Did Mila get affected by that as well?
Did Mila jump the fence?
I feel like she would have jumped with me.
No,
Okay.
she didn't. No, she didn't.
Cool.
She doesn't have any spells, does she?
And people have been fine with optic.
We'll definitely have gotten a second glance,
Mm-hmm.
so long as you're in control of Optic.
Yeah, it's not.
Optic would have been fairly well received. Yeah, maybe some of the kids were a little bit like, what? But other
Yeah.
than that, no problems at all.
What a nice town. Oh, too nice. No.
Is the architecture similar to South Sage?
No.
No.
The architecture's made of, from what you can see, it's got more of a creamy texture, sort of shingles and shale, heavy wooden supports holding up different structures of stone that seem less worked and more stacked. They've been worked to a point, and whereas South Sage, yeah, like a bit like sandstone, yeah, a bit more cream, not as white, a lot more cream,
Like
darker.
limestone?
I ask sandstone because of the connection between sandstone and Salas sand. Does it look similar to?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Yeah, up in the centre of town appears to be sort of a larger black Gothic style tower, quite tall and quite wide, slightly lighter on one side due to sort of the salt and the sea spray coming in from the ocean. So you're guessing it's been here for a little while, but it looks fairly well kept.
Does the tower feel threatening at all?
I mean, it's threatening as a big black Gothic style tower can
Sounds
feel.
pretty threatening.
And the light you felt didn't seem to affect you too much.
Okay.
You don't feel harmed by it, but you definitely feel like you lost something.
Why do I have to touch everything?
Someone needs to. May as well be you. And you approach this larger, wider building that you now see. It's got a sign out the front with a small keg-style tap etched into it. Yeah, you probably would not take Milo in, I'm guessing. You take Milo in? No?
No, she can stay outside.
Okay, take
Everyone
Rock,
seems pretty
Rock
friendly.
and Milo round to the side. You find a spare spot off to the side of the inn and enter, and you see a very calm inn. There's no music playing, but everyone seems calm. Everyone seems cool and collected. You would notice another blue dragonborn, older, a little grizzled, and sort of half pays attention to you coming in behind the bar, sort of cleaning glasses and wiping down and paying attention to what he's doing. And you would also see a very colourful creature in the corner, currently talking to what appears to be a couple of different people. They look like they could be locals, they could be travelling through. They're very well dressed, and this person, female, is she appears to be an elf. She's very slight. She's got sort of an autumn visage. If you can imagine a tree in the height of its autumn state, with autumn oranging and yellow leaves. Her hair almost seems to be forming them. As it falls down over her body, she's wearing almost a pantsuit, quite well fitting, very well cut, beautiful black boots that are very, very clean. And immediately to her side, you see two things that you wouldn't usually see. One is a broom. Appears to be a very thick gnarled staff sitting up against the wall, with a huge bush of pine style needles coming out the back, and next to it is another long object, almost as long as the broom, which, from everything that you know about powdered weaponry, appears to be some form of firearm. But yeah, it seems almost as tall as she is. And she's currently sitting and talking to some people in the corner.
Anway is uncomfortably attracted, apparently. Sweating a bit.
Shall we get 5 frothies first? I feel like we deserve it.
I think we have more important matters at hand.
I'm still going to get a beer.
Getting pissed.
Yeah?
I'm still going to get a beer.
Yeah? Okay. Head up to the blue dragonborn behind the bar.
Yeah.
Slams his hand down. What do you want?
Hey, mate, 1 beer, please.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And pulls a massive. It's not glass. It's actually made of some kind of metal, some kind of dark metal, and pours you a very big frothing beer, and sees the red glow on you and goes,
How much?
"Silver."
How much silver?
One.
Just one? Alright, too easy.
Flicks it, gives you the beer.
Hand it over.
Has a slight chuckle again. Goes back to what he's doing.
Good man.
Who? What's been the general population of the town like?
You see, you don't see any more Blue Dragonborn. The ones on the front gate, the one working now as well, are the only ones you've seen.
Okay.
You will see the odd dwarf, wood elf, and a few human people, and at least half of the population appears to be human. And not the darker skinned, like British human, the northern humans that, were overthrown. Yeah.
Alright, should we head over to Penny? Is it Penny?
Pepper.
Pepper.
But how do we know? Is it that lady?
She looks nice either way.
I suppose.
I don't know, I feel like all of us going up might be a bit much. Should we all go up?
But I mean, the faster we talk to her, the faster we can move on. So I suppose we should just go up.
It's a pretty pressing matter. I don't think she'll mind.
Alright. Let's do it.
Okay. You all approach.
Might you be the pepper we're looking for?
Why, Nix, it's good to see you again. Damara, how is your head? You must have hit that ship deck pretty damn hard.
No way.
Yes, way.
Is
Oh, sorry. I'm Pepper. Nice to meet you.
Talking to me?
I feel like I got to know you in a different form.
Yes, I've only ever seen you through the eyes of Yanagar.
I thought so. It's nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet you too.
I thought we'd lost you there.
What?
I guess I need to tell you a little about the Guild of the Light.
Please.
yes, please. That'd be wonderful.
Well, I'm sorry to say, you definitely have lost Yanagar. But she lives on, as she lives on through all of us. And she pulls down part of like a big ruffled white shirt to reveal a golden orb sitting right here in her chest. We are all Yanagar. We are all Pepper.
Someone please explain what's going on.
So the Guild of the Light, you said?
That's us.
When you say we are all Yanagar, we are all Pepper, do you refer to the Guild?
She just sits back in a chair, and the other people who are waiting to talk to her sort of pushes them away. We all get to see through the same eyes, even though we see through our own. It's a curse, I guess, and a pleasure, now that some of the light has gone from the world. It's up to us to bring it back.
How many of you are there?
Well, there needs to be more. But I'd say at least close to 100. Her power, you see, it spread a long way. And when she used the last of it, we didn't know what to do with it all. I've seen how you knew Celestine. She doesn't talk to you in that moment.
Yeah.
She talks to you. We are what's left.
And the blessing that there is part left. It's very important work that you do.
She didn't give it to us for no reason. You may have seen some things she did to Yanagar.
We did indeed.
I think she was just confused. I don't know. But the good thing is we're here now.
So that was not a normal practice for the guild, for Celestine to have to remove one of these golden orbs. It was out of character in some respect.
Celestine became part of something she did not enjoy. I think. She couldn't see what we could see. And you can see her eyes, as I should mention at this point, she actually has no pupils. Mm-hmm. They're covered over sort of a dull yellow.
Yeah.
She you can see her get a little bit angry.
Angry.
She didn't have what it took to finish the fucking job. So we're gonna do it. And now she's with us.
And what exactly is your job?
To unify. To protect.
Who?
Look around. And she gestures, and you see a couple of the patrons in the pub tavern, wearing these necklaces, representative of the same thing on her symbol. The gods ain't gonna help us. Celestine tried. You can see what happened to her. So now we take over. We don't need gods. Not when we've got the light.
The light.
Is the light not from Celestine? That's what I've been getting.
Let's just say we put her powers to better use.
Which is?
To look after the world, not hide away in the heavens.
What is it that you feel the world needs protecting from?
You know the horrors that are out there. Sort of looks at Optic a little bit. You've seen the attacks.
We experienced one last night, in fact. This is why we're here speaking to you.
Were they planner?
No.
They've been getting through. They don't like us. Celestine allows us to move places that we shouldn't have been able to before. And there's a lot of creatures out there that don't like that we're out there either.
So they're after you.
No. They're running. We're a lot more powerful than they are.
So they're running into our plane. Trying to hide, escape.
Yeah.
So it's your reason, it's your fault. Your Khan's fault that we were attacked last night.
Oh, they were coming either way. There's a lot of things to be scared from.
What is it they want?
They don't want. They just want to survive. But they kill.
And if out of their desperation to survive they're coming into this plane, why is it that you are traveling to these outer planes?
Well, someone's got to face everything that's up there. That's our job. You think the human, the mother of a child dying, looking after her young, calls out to the heavens and gets nothing? We'll be there.
Have you seen what's happening up in the sky?
Yeah. It's beautiful, isn't it?
What is it?
That's where we'll end it.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. Time's pushing on.
Beautiful.
Oh, shit. You met Pepper!
Pepper.
Nice.
Penny, you mean?
Penny. Call her Penny, see what happens. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Yeah. How do you guys feel about all that?
It's a lot.
Stressed. Confused.
Cool.
Oh gosh.
Living up to our namesake, Celestial Sabotage.
Hell yeah.
We'll be back
Oh,
again. Possibly, hopefully, with Emily in tow.
Woo!
Next Sunday, 12:30, AEST. Thanks a lot, everyone. See you there.
Bye.
See you guys.
Thanks for watching.